The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, broken only by the soft hum of the exploration vessel Harmony. Captain J1 Park stood on the bridge, his fingers lightly touching the holographic navigation panel. The ship's sleek design reflected years of human engineering, a testament to humanity's relentless pursuit of knowledge. Xiong Min, the ship's junior science officer, called out suddenly. His voice carried a mix of excitement and uncertainty. "Captain, we're detecting an unusual energy signature in the nearby star system." The holographic display flickered to life, showing a complex network of celestial bodies and an anomalous blue-green signal pulsing with strange rhythms. J1 leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. Space exploration was never about simple discoveries. It was about understanding the unknown. "Bring us closer," he commanded, his voice calm but firm. The Harmony glided through the star system, its advanced sensors probing the mysterious signal. Suddenly, a massive structure emerged from behind a large planetary body. It was not a natural formation. This was clearly an artificial construct of immense proportions. Geometric shapes in metallic silver and deep blue stretched across hundreds of kilometers, suggesting an advanced civilization far beyond human current technological understanding. Yoon-Ah Kim, the ship's communication specialist, began scanning for communication signals. Her fingers danced across multiple translation algorithms, searching for any possible method of contact. The alien structure remained silent, watching, waiting. "They know we're here," Xiong Min whispered, his hands trembling slightly on the control panel. A sudden burst of energy surrounded the Harmony. It wasn't aggressive, but more like a complex scanning procedure. The ship's protective shields automatically adjusted, a testament to human technological preparedness. J1 remained calm. Years of space exploration training had prepared him for unexpected encounters. He understood that first contact was delicate, requiring patience and strategic thinking. One wrong move could lead to conflict, while careful observation might open doors to unprecedented knowledge. The alien structure began transmitting a series of complex mathematical sequences. Yuna's translation systems worked rapidly, breaking down the intricate communication patterns. It wasn't just a message, it was a test. The Meridian Collective, as they would later be known, was evaluating humanity's intellectual capacity. "They're examining our response capabilities," Yuna said, her voice professional and measured. "Each mathematical sequence is designed to assess our computational and logical reasoning skills." Xiong Min started inputting counter-sequences, matching the complexity of the alien transmission. His fingers moved with precision, representing humanity's ability to adapt and respond to complex challenges. The ship's computer systems worked overtime, processing billions of calculations per second. Human engineering met alien intelligence in a silent digital dance of computation and strategy. Minutes stretched into hours. The alien structure remained passive, observing, analyzing. J1 understood this was more than a simple encounter. This was a first test of humanity's place in the broader galactic community. Suddenly, a single transmission broke through, not in mathematical sequences, but in a language that seemed to blend mathematical logic with emotional undertones. It was an invitation, or perhaps a challenge. "Prepare a comprehensive response," J1 instructed. "We represent humanity. Our message must be precise, intelligent, and representative of our species' potential." Yuna began constructing the response, carefully selecting mathematical proofs, cultural references, and scientific achievements that would demonstrate humanity's complexity and potential. The Harmony hung in space, a small but significant representative of human exploration and ambition. Behind the ship, billions of years of human evolution, struggle, and achievement were condensed into this singular moment of potential first contact. No one on the bridge spoke. The weight of the moment was too significant for casual conversation. They were witnesses to a potential turning point in human history, the moment when humanity might be judged by an unknown cosmic civilization. The alien structure pulsed with its blue-green energy, waiting for a response that would define humanity's first impression on a potentially advanced civilization. Captain J1 Park watched, waited, and prepared to represent the entire human race in this unexpected cosmic encounter. The Meridian. Transmission arrived without warning. A formal summons encoded in a complex legal language that initially seemed incomprehensible. Yuna Kim spent hours decoding the document, her eyes burning from constant screen analysis. "It's a legal hearing," she explained to Captain J1, "but not like anything we've ever encountered before." The Meridian Collective had selected a remote space station as the hearing location. Neutral ground, they claimed, but J1 recognized it as a calculated psychological strategy. The station was designed to make humans feel small and insignificant. Metallic walls stretched impossibly high. Gravity felt different, intentionally uncomfortable. Strange beings from multiple star systems watched the human delegation enter. Their eyes carried a mix of curiosity and contempt. Yuna wore a simple black professional suit. Her appearance was deliberate, clean, precise, professional. She carried no unnecessary technology, only a small data tablet and her own remarkable intelligence. The hearing chamber resembled an ancient courtroom, but with shifting holographic walls that displayed complex legal precedents from thousands of alien civilizations. Each precedent flickered briefly, suggesting the depth of alien judicial history. A massive triangular being served as the primary judge. Its body seemed to be made of living crystal, changing colors with emotional responses. Translation devices struggled to capture its intricate communication patterns. "Humanity is charged with unauthorized stellar exploration," the crystal judge announced. Its voice sounded like multiple frequencies playing simultaneously. Yuna stepped forward. She knew this was more than a simple legal proceeding. This was humanity's first real test in the galactic community. "We contest the charge," she responded calmly. Her voice carried no anger, only professional determination. The crystal judge's body shifted from blue to deep purple, a color representing judicial skepticism. Additional alien judges surrounded the primary judge, each representing different star systems and legal traditions. Yuna began presenting humanity's exploration history. She used simple, clear language. Each statement was backed by precise, scientific documentation, navigation logs, research records, communication protocols. Everything was meticulously organized. The alien judges listened. Their body languages suggested increasing surprise. Humans were not the primitive species they had initially assumed. J1 watched from a designated observation area. His presence was strategic, showing institutional support without direct interference. Years of space exploration training had prepared him for this moment. Yuna's argument was elegant in its simplicity. Humanity's exploration was not aggressive conquest, but a scientific pursuit of knowledge. Every stellar journey was documented, every potential contact carefully managed with ethical considerations. The crystal judge's color began changing rapidly, indication of internal legal processing. Other alien judges started subtle communication exchanges, their body movements suggesting increasing interest. "Your exploration violates Section 247 of the Galactic Exploration Protocols," the crystal judge stated. Yun-Ah had anticipated this argument. She presented counter-documentation showing how human exploration actually exceeded most standard protocols. Each point was backed by scientific evidence and careful legal reasoning. The hearing continued for hours. What started as a potential condemnation was slowly transforming into a detailed examination of human capabilities. Xiong Min, waiting outside, received periodic updates. His hands were clenched with tension. This hearing would determine humanity's future stellar relationships. As the hearing progressed, something unexpected happened. The alien judges started asking deeper questions. No longer were they simply judging. They were genuinely curious about human motivations and methods. Yun-Ah recognized this shift. She adjusted her presentation, providing deeper insights into human cultural and scientific motivations for exploration. The crystal judge's color stabilized into a calm green, a color suggesting openness and potential understanding. When the initial hearing concluded, no immediate judgment was rendered. Instead, the Meridian Collective requested additional documentation, and a more comprehensive presentation of human exploration philosophies. Jae-won and Yoon-ah exchanged a subtle look. They had survived the first challenge. More importantly, they had begun changing alien perceptions about humanity. Outside the hearing chamber, the vast emptiness of space continued its silent, eternal watch. The second hearing arrived with heightened tension. Hyuna Kim prepared meticulously, understanding that this confrontation would determine humanity's galactic reputation. Chief Adjudicator Vrel, a towering crystalline being, sat at the center of the judicial platform. His body constantly shifted colors, revealing complex emotional responses that human technology could barely interpret. Around him, 6 additional judges from different star systems watched with calculated precision. Yuna carried a simple data tablet. Her black suit was pressed, her posture straight, a deliberate representation of human professional discipline. She knew appearances mattered as much as arguments in this alien judicial system. Humanity's exploration methods are to be critically examined, Vrel announced. His voice resonated like multiple musical tones blending together. You will explain each stellar journey's precise, legal and scientific justification. The courtroom's walls were transparent, showing the vast darkness of space. Alien observers filled surrounding galleries, their various biological forms creating a bizarre landscape of potential witnesses. Yuna began her presentation systematically. She didn't just present facts. She constructed a narrative of human exploration that was both logical and emotionally compelling. Each stellar journey was documented with scientific precision, showing careful research protocols and ethical considerations. We do not conquer, she explained. We explore, we learn, we understand. Seung-min, watching from a distant observation room, monitored the presentation's impact through complex communication tracking systems. His hands moved nervously across monitoring equipment. The alien judges began challenging her systematically. Their questions weren't simple. They were intricate legal traps designed to expose potential weaknesses in human exploration strategies. Yuna anticipated each challenge. Her responses were immediate, backed by scientific documentation and clear logical reasoning. Where other species might have collapsed under such intense questioning, she remained calm and precise. Vrel's body started changing colors rapidly, a sign of increasing complexity in judicial processing. The other judges began subtle communication exchanges, their body movements suggesting growing intrigue. One judge, a gaseous entity from a distant hydrogen-based civilization, asked a particularly challenging question. How can a single species claim exploration rights across multiple star systems? Yuna's response was immediate. She presented a comprehensive overview of human scientific achievements, showing how technological advancement wasn't just about physical exploration, but about understanding fundamental, universal principles. The courtroom's atmosphere shifted. What started as a potential condemnation was transforming into a detailed examination of human potential. Jae-won watched silently from a designated observation area. His presence was strategic, institutional support, without direct interference. Years of space exploration training had prepared him for this moment of potential first contact significance. As hours passed, the judicial proceedings became increasingly complex. Yuna wasn't just defending humanity's exploration rights, she was providing a comprehensive understanding of human philosophical and scientific motivations. The crystalline judges began showing unexpected responses. Their color patterns suggested increasing respect, something rarely experienced in their millennia-old judicial system. Seung-min's monitoring systems detected subtle shifts in communication frequencies. The alien judges were no longer simply questioning, they were genuinely listening. Yuna's final presentation was a masterpiece of legal and scientific communication. She didn't just defend humanity's actions, she presented a vision of collaborative universal exploration that transcended individual species limitations. We are not conquerors, she concluded. We are students of the universe. The courtroom fell into a profound silence. Even the background energy field seemed to pause, processing her statement. Chief Adjudicator Vrel's body stabilized into a deep emerald color, a rare indication of potential understanding and respect. When the hearing concluded, no immediate judgment was rendered. Instead, the Meridian Collective requested a comprehensive cultural exchange program, something unprecedented. In their judicial history, J1 and Yuna exchanged a subtle look. They had done more than defend humanity. They had begun changing fundamental alien perceptions about human potential. Outside the hearing chamber, stars continued their silent, eternal dance, witnesses to a moment that might change galactic relationships forever. The Meridian legal archives were massive, a complex network of digital records spanning thousands of star systems and millions of years. When Yuna gained limited access, she discovered something unexpected. Hidden deep within complex legal databases were patterns of systematic discrimination. The Meridian Collective had been quietly manipulating judicial records, suppressing emerging civilizations' development for centuries. Seungmin helped her navigate the intricate digital landscape. His fingers moved rapidly across quantum decryption systems, breaking through sophisticated protection layers. Each breakthrough revealed another shocking detail about the Meridian's true judicial history. "They've been controlling galactic development," Seungmin whispered. His voice carried a mix of professional shock and scientific fascination. The evidence was overwhelming. Civilizations that showed potential for advanced technological or cultural development had been systematically restricted through complex legal mechanisms. The Meridian Collective wasn't just a judicial system. It was a control mechanism designed to maintain their galactic dominance. Yuna began constructing her argument. She knew this wasn't just about humanity anymore. This was about exposing a fundamental galactic injustice. Captain J1 received her initial report. His face remained calm, but his eyes reflected the potential magnitude of their discovery. Decades of space exploration had prepared him for unexpected revelations, but this was beyond anything they had imagined. The legal archives showed a disturbing pattern. Emerging civilizations were labeled with complex classification systems that limited their potential. Humanity had narrowly escaped similar classification through Yuna's brilliant legal maneuvering. Each discovered document became a piece of a larger puzzle. The Meridian Collective had been maintaining a complex system of galactic control, using legal frameworks as their primary tool of suppression. Scientific research permissions, stellar exploration rights, technological exchange programs, all were carefully manipulated to prevent any potential challenge to their established power structure. Yuna worked meticulously. She wasn't just collecting evidence, she was constructing a comprehensive legal argument that would expose the entire system's fundamental corruption. Seungmin provided technical support, breaking through additional protection layers. His expertise in quantum communication systems allowed them to access deeply hidden records. The more they discovered, the more complex the system became. It wasn't a simple conspiracy. It was a carefully constructed multi-generational mechanism of control. Some civilizations had been completely erased from official records. Others had been deliberately kept at primitive technological levels. The Meridian Collective had been playing a long-term game of galactic population management. Yuna recognized the strategic importance of their discovery. This wasn't just about challenging a judicial system. This was about exposing a fundamental galactic injustice. Her legal argument began taking shape. Each piece of evidence was carefully documented, cross-referenced, and analyzed. She was building a case that would challenge the entire Meridian judicial framework. Captain J1 understood the potential consequences. If successful, their revelation could fundamentally change galactic power structures. If unsuccessful, humanity could face complete judicial elimination. The risks were enormous. But the potential for creating meaningful change was even greater. Seungmin continued providing technical support, his hands moving across complex communication systems. Every discovered document increased their understanding of the massive systemic manipulation. The archives revealed layers of complex legal mechanisms, classification systems, restricted communication protocols, controlled technological exchanges, all designed to maintain the Meridian Collective's absolute power. Yuna's legal mind worked like a precision instrument. She wasn't just collecting evidence. She was constructing a comprehensive argument that would expose the entire system's fundamental corruption. As days passed, their discovery grew. What started as a simple exploration of legal records had transformed into a comprehensive exposure of systemic galactic manipulation. The Meridian Collective had no idea what was coming. Their carefully constructed system of control was about to face its most significant challenge. Jae-won, Yuna, and Seung-min knew they were standing at a critical moment in galactic history. Their small human team was about to challenge a judicial system that had controlled stellar development for millennia. Outside their ship, stars continued their silent dance, indifferent witnesses to a potential revolution that would change everything. The final hearing arrived with unprecedented tension. Yuna Kim stood before the Meridian Collective's highest judicial council, her presentation prepared to change galactic history forever. Chief Adjudicator Vrel's crystalline body pulsed with nervous energy. The entire judicial chamber felt different, charged with an electricity of potential transformation. "We have discovered your systemic corruption," Yuna began calmly. Her voice carried no anger, only precise professional clarity. She presented the evidence systematically. Thousands of documented cases where emerging civilizations had been deliberately restricted. Complex legal mechanisms designed to suppress technological and cultural development. Each piece of evidence was meticulously documented, leaving no room for denial. The alien judges watched in stunned silence. Their communication systems struggled to process the comprehensive legal argument being presented. Captain Jae-won observed from a strategic position. Years of space exploration training had prepared him for unexpected moments. But this was beyond anything humanity had imagined. Seung-min monitored communication frequencies, ensuring every detail of the presentation was accurately transmitted and recorded. His hands moved carefully across complex monitoring systems. Yuna's argument was elegant in its simplicity. She wasn't just exposing corruption, she was presenting a vision of collaborative galactic development. Each point demonstrated how limiting emerging civilizations ultimately harmed universal progress. The Meridian Collective's legal foundation began crumbling. Their centuries-old system of control was being dismantled through precise legal reasoning and comprehensive evidence. Vrel's crystalline body began changing colors rapidly, a sign of profound internal conflict. The other judges showed similar signs of emotional and professional distress. "Humanity challenges not just your system," Yuna explained, "but the fundamental concept of controlled galactic development." Her presentation included detailed proposals for a new galactic legal framework, one that would promote open communication, technological exchange, and mutual understanding between different civilizations. The judicial chamber felt like it was holding its breath. Alien observers from multiple star systems watched with increasing fascination. Seung-min's monitoring systems detected unprecedented communication patterns. What was happening wasn't just a legal hearing, it was a potential revolution in galactic governance. Hours passed. Yuna remained calm, her arguments becoming increasingly sophisticated. She wasn't just presenting evidence, she was constructing a new vision of universal cooperation. The Meridian Collective's legal representatives attempted multiple counter-arguments. Each was systematically dismantled by Yuna's comprehensive preparation. Captain Jae-won recognized the moment of transformation. This was more than a legal hearing. This was humanity proving its potential on a galactic stage. As the hearing progressed, something unexpected happened. The alien judges began asking deeper questions. No longer were they simply defending their system. They were genuinely listening and understanding. Yuna's final argument was a masterpiece of legal and philosophical reasoning. She presented humanity not as a threat, but as a potential partner in universal development. The judicial chamber fell into a profound silence. Even the background energy fields seemed to pause, processing the comprehensive presentation. When the final judgment came, it was unprecedented. The Meridian Collective would undergo fundamental systemic reforms. restricted civilizations would be granted full communication and development rights. Humanity was not just recognized, it was invited to become a key partner in developing new, galactic legal frameworks. Vrel's crystalline body stabilized into a deep emerald color, a rare indication of respect and potential understanding. Seungmin's monitoring systems captured every moment of the historic proceedings. Years of human exploration and development had led to this singular moment. Outside the hearing chamber, stars continued their silent dance, witnesses to a transformation that would change galactic relationships forever. Captain Jae-won and Yoon-ah exchanged a subtle look. They had done more than defend humanity. They had opened a new chapter of universal cooperation. The small human delegation had challenged a millennia-old system and fundamentally changed galactic understanding. What started as a simple exploration mission had transformed into a moment of profound universal significance. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, not through conquest, but through intelligence, persistence, and a vision of collaborative progress.